Bobby Sim. This is my 60th week live on my webcast on March 24th, 2013. We're going to do some new movies and DVDs out this week. Don't forget to log into my website. The first movie out this week is Olympus Has Fallen, starring Aaron Eckhart, Gerard Butler, and Morgan Freeman. This movie is directed by Antoine Fuqua, produced by Gerard Butler, and produced by Millennium Films and Film District. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie in theaters. Gerard Butler, Aaron Eckhart, and Morgan Freeman make sterling performance in this movie. My hat's off to them. I grade this movie a B. The next movie out this week is The Croods. This movie is directed by Kirk D'Amico and Chris Sanders, and produced by Kristen Belson, and produced by DreamWorks Animation and 20th Century Fox. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie in theaters. Emma Stone, Ryan Reynolds, and Nicolas Cage make sterling performance in this movie. My hat's off to them. I grade this movie a B+. The next movie out this week is Admission, starring Tina Fey. This movie is directed by Paul Weitz, produced by Ron Howard, and produced by Imagine Entertainment. I took this film. I don't recommend people watch this movie in theaters. They should get better writers and better actors for this movie. I grade this movie a D-. That's all the movies out this week on theaters. The first movie out this week on DVD is Les Miserables, starring Anne Hathaway, Amanda Seyfried, Russell Crowe, and Hugh Jackman. This movie is directed by Tom Hopper, produced by Tim Bevan, and produced by Universal Pictures. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie in theaters. Anne Hathaway won her first Oscar and makes sterling performance in this movie. My hat's off to her. I grade this movie an A-. The next movie out this week on DVD is The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, starring Elijah Wood. This movie is written, directed, and produced by Peter Jackson, and produced by Warner Brothers. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. Elijah Wood makes sterling performance in this movie. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie an A-. The next movie out this week on DVD, This Is 40, starring Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann. This movie is written, directed, and produced by Chris Miller, produced by Judd Apatow, and produced by Apatow Productions and Universal Pictures. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann make sterling performance in this movie. My hat's off to them. I grade this movie a B-. That's all the movies out this week in theaters. Don't forget to log into my website and play my movie trivia and my puzzle. This is Bobby Sim, and I get out.